So first of all, you must set an intention to do it. That comes first. And in shamanism, intentionality is everything. Yes. And then you are going to decide on which way are you going to do it. Now, the world is full of teachers and books, and there's a lot of information on how one can do that. The simplest way of connecting with your higher self or sacred self is to have that intention. Now, I would like to connect with my higher self, my sacred self, and I'm going to dedicate. You need to dedicate some time in your life to allow that to enter those dimensions. And then you say to yourself, okay, 20 minutes a day in the morning, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to call upon myself. And you start calling upon them. And initially, maybe day one, day two, day three, you're sitting there and not feeling anything. But little by little, they will allow you because they want to connect with you. They've been waiting many lifetimes for us to finally call upon them to work with. And so you close your eyes and you're sitting there, and then you start sensing, oh, okay, is that you, my sacred self? Yes. And then you start slowly having a dialogue with them. Initially, they might tell you all sorts of things and you might doubt what they say, which, as I said before, doubt is healthy. So say when they're teaching channeling, doubt is healthy. It's good for us to doubt. It's good for us to use discernment. So what the best way to go about it in the initial stages, and I'm being very practical now, is to ask questions, but let them be very simple. In other words, if the answer you get is not quite, which way shall I go to work today? And you didn't get, they say to you, well, when you turn left or whatever, and you turned left and it wasn't, there was traffic, there were problems. So you can say one of two things. Either if you went right, it would be worse, or maybe you didn't hear right. Because remember, when the spirits are talking to us, the beings of light, our sacred self, our soul, or spirit, whoever you're working with, it still has to go through all of our filters to get to us. So the information needs to travel through the many filters that are made out of our beliefs and our attitudes and our choices, our decisions, and all of those things. They create certain, we call them sometimes barriers to the information that is coming to you. And so you have to understand that sometimes you cannot trust the information. You trust them implicitly. Your sacred self is your sacred self. And from the first moment, you can trust them implicitly, but you cannot always trust the information that you hear. And so for that, you need to get to know them and make it a practice and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And please know, if they tell you to pick up and move to Timbuktu, then you know it's not your sacred self who is talking. If you're getting some crazy information, it could be other aspect, could be the negative ego.